Hey everyone, I'm Derek E. Silva, Operations Lead at Reef, and welcome to a workshop on using the Spheron network to help build the infrastructure for your decentralized app you're building on Reef. Let's go take a look at Spheron and how to get started getting a Reef node up and running. So, as you can see here, we're on Spheron.network. Their big thing is that it's developed by and for developers. It's an efficient platform as a service that lets you build and deploy applications faster with some peace of mind. You can request a demo. You can even get a free trial. I've already got an account, so we'll get in there shortly. But of course, they have some information here on how other projects, other teams are using Spheron. The types of things that they let you do, how to log in. You can connect your GitHub account, GitLab, Bitbucket. So obviously oriented mostly at developers who have code stored on those platforms. Scaling is available, multi-region delivery, which is terrific, and all sorts of other things. So we're not going to spend a ton of time on the homepage. I will also actually go over some pricing real quick for you. So you can do a starter plan that starts for free. There's also a pro plan where you can have multiple team members, guaranteed amount of bandwidth, 6,000 minutes of build execution, a few other things. And if you need more than that, you can get a custom plan. These are for static sites, so kind of like more of a Vercel competitor. If you need storage, whole other plans. You have a free plan, and then it's really affordable up from there. Only $3 a month to store stuff on IPFS for 40 gigabytes of storage. And like I said, further up from there, some other add-on storage options, including Arweave, which is a permanent storage protocol. You can get some edge bandwidth. What I like to use Spheron for is for cloud computing instances, kind of like DigitalOcean or Amazon Web Services, EC2 specifically. So we're going to see that in action today. So let's head over here, and I already have an account, like I said, so I'm going to continue with my GitHub account. If you want to, you can also sign up with an Ethereum wallet. They have a few other options coming soon. Reef in the future, no doubt. In the meantime, we'll continue with GitHub. As I said, I've already got an account. And so I have not deployed a static site here, so they're prompting me to add a new static site organization. I'm going to skip that and go over to compute. So before we do that, I know that I need to top up my account. I don't have enough money in here to pay for another instance. So we're gonna go to the dashboard. No, yes, and then to billing. And I'm on the starter plan, as you can see. You can see some payment history here as well. Deposit a little while ago. I haven't withdrawn anything. That's fine. You can see my plan usage and my compute usage. I spent $651, so that was the $5.30 that I previously set up. So I'm going to deposit some additional funds, and we're going to let's do another 15 USDT. And we're going to, you could ignore the Hexagate security extension. I use that to help make sure that what I'm doing is legit. And so you can see some categories here: user activity, smart contract, etc. Some transaction tracing. I know I'm good there, so I'm going to bring this back, MetaMask, and I'm just going to increase this to 100. Next, and approve. There we go, that's done. And I'm going to actually approve depositing the funds. There we go. Just waiting for this. All right, and so that was successful. So right now on the free plan, I can spin up instances that are up to 8 gigabytes of RAM, 8 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and 2 CPUs. So I got to keep that in mind when I go to spin up this SSD. So now that I've deposited some funding, we're going to just make a whole new cluster, ignore my old one I had previously running. And after some discussions with the Spheron team, I'm gonna go with the on-demand option. Spot is cool, but it doesn't have a guaranteed SLA. And obviously, if you're building something for production, you want a guaranteed service level agreement. So I'm going to go with on demand. You can learn more about how that works there, along with autoscale. And I'm going to select a marketplace app, which of course is the Reef node. Now that I've got a Reef node, I'm going to select the size. I'm just going to use a Ventus Nano. I don't need a ton of resources, obviously, for these purposes, and because I'm not going to use this for production. So once you choose your Ventus Nano, and sorry, I should back up here. Obviously, you can see a variety of other situations here. You got 4 GB of RAM and 2 CPU on the Ventus 2X. Ventus Large goes even higher, 8 GB of RAM and 2 CPU. Ventus Micro, small, Glacies, and there's a whole bunch of other options as well, depending on what you're looking for. And it's nice that it shows you the average daily cost and what you should expect to pay monthly. These prices are higher on the on-demand service than they are on Spot. Spot, big thing there is that there's no guaranteed SLA, and therefore they can offer you cheaper pricing. I'm going to keep the default 20 GB of storage. That should be more than enough. You have a bunch of, you can also do a custom storage option. I'm going to go back here. Yeah, there we go. And I don't need any replicas, one's enough. I'm going to do mainnet. I don't need an archive node. Again, this is not for production for me personally. Spheron also sets up all your ports based on the Reef template. And so you have all your port policy mapping is already here. And you can do a bunch of other things as a developer that you're probably going to care about, like setting environment variables, your secret environment variables. And you can also go into the advanced configuration and add custom commands and arguments to the whole setup. I'm going to turn those off, and I'm going to turn these off as well. I don't need that. And I think we're good to go. You can even create a custom plan instead of one of these out-of-the-box instances. Obviously, I don't need that for my purposes today. And we're going to hit deploy. Spheron starts thinking, goes out to the Akash network, starts to find the resources I'm going to need, and all that. And so we can actually watch that live here. So it shows you the attempt, your deployment order. I have a DSEQ number, which I'm pretty sure is related to the Akash network. There we go, picking a provider. And we got a bid for the deployment. Good stuff. Awesome, and that was actually really fast considering everything that's happening in the background there. So I have a URL that is via Spheron's own subdomain, and obviously I've got connection URLs here that I can use to actually connect to the instance, which is terrific. I can even visit it on port 80, which I'm pretty sure won't work. 503 service temporarily unavailable because I don't have all that set up yet, but it did ping, and there was a response from the server. So that's about it. Here underneath you have your instance logs, instance events, your deploy logs, which we just saw, and you can even access the shell right through here and run a command, which is terrific. From there on out, you can set up your device. Realistically, this one is because it's a Reef node, this one's just getting started downloading the latest snapshot and catching up with the blockchain from there. So it's going to take a little while, but once it's done, and you have a usable Reef node. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll give Spheron a chance and use it as your Reef node infrastructure provider. And if you have any feedback, go check out Spheron, the Spheron community, and you can provide feedback here through the reporting bugs and through the contact us link. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.